Hey there. So for this short practice, we're going to start seated, and you don't really need any special props. You might want a pillow to sit on or a blanket, but you can also sit in a chair. Okay. So this is about finding a little steadiness to your nervous system. With all that's going on in the world, the past week has been super intense. And the one thing that we do have control over is how we take care of ourselves and how we attempt to regulate our own nervous systems. And it's an ongoing practice, okay? So by doing a little bit of yoga every day or meditation or anything that's mindful for you can really help, okay? So we'll start seated any way you want to sit, and just let your hands rest. You're going to put them up because we're going to be breathing in time with touching our fingers. Many of you have done this with me before. All it is I'll talk to you about it. I mean, we'll start doing it in a minute, but what it'll be is touch your thumb to your index finger for like the inhale, and then exhale, thumb to middle, and so on and so forth. So for every change in the part of the cycle, you change which finger you're touching. Okay, but before we do that, just get comfortable in your seat. Make sure you don't have any pain, that you feel supported enough. And noticing how you feel physically, without going into any story, just sort of checking in for sensations. How your nervous system feels right now. Do you feel kind of amped up? Do you feel relaxed? Or something else? And just follow your breath in and out, not needing to change your breath at all. There's no right or wrong way that your breath has to be. And then when you're ready, again, just inhale and touch your thumb to your first finger. And as you exhale, you switch. Keep going. When you get to your pinky, you just start over with the index finger. If your mind gets distracted, just come back to feeling the touch of the fingers, to feeling and noticing your breath. Just finish up this round. When you finish, just let your arms come down. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, take them down your back, and then again. And then when you're ready to come onto hands and knees, go for it. You can always pad your knees with a blanket or a pillow. And just a couple of cats and cows. Inhale, tail up. Exhale and round. You could also do this seated in a chair. Good, and the next time you come to tail up, just gonna walk the arms forward to puppy dog pose. So let your neck relax. It may or may not touch the floor. If you have a pillow handy, you could slip it under it. Take a couple of breaths there. Good, and then slowly bring your hands back by your head. And inhale, press up onto your hands. Exhale, we're just going to stand up on our knees here. So you might actually need some padding for that. I know I always pat my knees for this when I'm on a hard surface. Okay. Going up into a high kneel, and then you move into a half kneel. I know you can't see my head, but that's okay. Just going to yell about the legs here. Okay. So from here, just going to inhale and tuck your tail forward so you get a stretch in the front of that back hip. Your back foot can be however it works best. And Just exhale, kind of lean into a lunge, and inhale, press up. If you want to, you can reach the other arm forward. You can also move your foot around. I just call these lunge and reach. Keep breathing. It doesn't really matter when you're breathing. You just want to pay attention to it. And then the next time you come up, if you can bring that foot back in. You might need to hold the chair, or you might be able to just slip it back in. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, bring that leg out. Good. Inhale, tuck the tail forward so you feel that stretch. And when you're ready, you can begin your reach. So I'm reaching with the same arm as the leg. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to actually keep this leg forward. You can choose to get up a different way if you'd like. I'm going to come all the way to standing by tucking my back toe, inhaling, and then exhaling, pressing down and standing up. Just stepping forward. And I'm going to back up so you can see me. What you're going to do is stand with your feet parallel and try to feel the three corners of your feet. So balls of big toes, balls of pinky toes, and heel. And inhale, stand tall. And exhale. Good. Pressing down through those three corners. Inhale. And exhale. I'm just going to add in our arms to get the rhythm of our breath going. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, take the arms down. And two more just like that. A long, slow exhale if you can. On the way down, seeing if you can time your movement with your breath. And just by doing this, you might notice that you feel a little more focused, just a little more present. Sometimes we're so anxious or busy-minded that it's super hard to stay present. We're simply just dissociated, right? And that's okay. So this is all just a practice, right? Starting to notice, like, gosh, I'm distracted. That's okay. Keep coming back. And this time the arms come down. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, down your back again. Now we're just going to lift the ankles or lift the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And I like to lift my feet on the way back. Yeah. Inhale up. Exhale back. So some of you might want a chair for this. Feel free to, or hold the wall. You're simply rocking on your feet. So building the strength of your calves and your shins too, if you're drawing those toes back like that. But also building proprioception, the awareness of where your body is in space by putting your feet into different positions and your ankles into different positions. Good. Just feel your feet on the ground. Notice how your body feels. Does it feel any different now? Follow your breath in and out. All right, let's just roll the ankles. So all I do on this one is I'm rolling around the outer edges. Many of you have done this with me before. One of the things, I mean, all these things I think are great to do every day. You just kind of pick your favorites. Which one does your body need? And then alternate them. So you move all your body parts. Even if you just do this for a couple minutes a day, doing any kind of yoga or movement. The key part is just paying attention to what you're doing. Okay. Great. Then just stand on 2 feet again. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale. All right. Now we're going to take one foot back to stretch the top of your foot. And you can always put it on a blanket like this. Okay. You can always hold on to something. Yeah, so depending on your foot, it might cramp up. You might need to come out and in, or you might need to kind of roll it around. That's where I really like the blanket. Just kind of roll it. You might need more pressure, more weight or less. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And then let's just do the other foot. Okay. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, take your foot back. Breathe. And stand on 2 feet again. Notice how your feet feel. All right. So now we're going to do a quadricep stretch called baby dancer. And some people won't be able to grab their foot when they do this. So I guess you will need a chair if you can't grab your foot. And I actually really like it this way anyway. Okay. I'm going to show that version if you're not grabbing your foot. And inhale, stand tall, and exhale, place one foot on the chair. Now, if you're using a wooden chair or metal chair, you might need a blanket over it or a pillow. So you just get steady. You might have to hold something else. And then tuck your tail forward, bend your standing leg, and kick this leg into the chair. If you're trying to kick it and bring it forward, you'll feel your quadricep turn on, your glute turn on. Keep breathing. Press down through the 3 corners of the standing leg. And when you're ready, exhale, come on out. And do the other side. So I'm going to show the other variation. You can do it on the chair, or you could also inhale, stand tall, holding a wall or a chair, and exhale, reach for the foot. And when you're doing it this way, you're still tucking the tail forward, breathing, and feeling the 3 corners of that bottom foot. 2 more breaths here. And then release your foot. If you want to do those both again on both sides, switching what you did before, feel free to go for that. Okay, we're going to come back down to the floor. Just inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your chest forward as you bend your knees and come down. And just come onto your seat with your legs forward. Now, again, this can also be done in a chair. Okay, I'm just going to inhale, sit up tall, and hold the back of my legs. See how that feels. Okay. And that feels okay. And exhale, see if I can lift my feet off the floor without going into this position. Okay, so I'm still trying to hold on. You might have to put your hands down. You might be able to let go with your hands. Okay, so just see where your body is today with this. Keep breathing. Trying to move the back of your head to line up with your upper back. And then slowly exhale, come down, soles of feet together, knees open if you can. You can hold up from behind, post your hands behind, find that neutral back, or you can hold in front. And one more breath. Good, and we're gonna finish up just on our backs with a little guided rest, okay? Really short here. You could always sit in your chair for this. But if you've been feeling stressed lately, and I don't know who hasn't, but maybe you have it. But if you have, just lying down flat on your back what it does is it just tells your brain that things are safe, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't be lying on your back. So it initiates turning on your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest and heal nervous system, okay? So even say I'm just feeling terrible right now, like super stressed out or anxious, simply putting myself in this state will help, okay? And the next thing I can do is lengthen my exhale. That can help. Or do some belly breaths where I inhale, the belly rises, exhale, let it fall. It doesn't have to be a huge movement. You're just simply noticing. Just for 1 minute here, can you let go of as much effort as you can? You can have your legs however you want, your arms however you want. Feeling your body on the floor. And just breathe in a way that feels best to you. Just be your natural breath. You can choose to stay here longer if you'd like. You can move a little bit, stretch out, come out when you're ready. Okay, thank you so much. And I hope you're taking good care of yourself.